Hi, I want to show you how to remove wallpaper with an ingenious method that I discovered on my own through trial and error. I'm not a professional by any means, and I wanted to show you how I messed up originally, and I want to show you the idea that I have that has made removing wallpaper very easy with just household products. So come on in, and I'll show you this wall here. This is what you call a wallpaper disaster here. So this part of the wall right here looks pretty good. So we did the typical thing where you have the thing that you rub, I don't know what it's called, but it punches holes in the wallpaper, and then we tried all the different products that are on the market, like the one where you spray the chemicals on it and it's supposed to dissolve the glue, and we tried the fabric softener and all these different things. But apparently none of those work very good. So I have a better idea for you. This is where the wallpaper came off pretty well. And we used the spray where it dissolves through the holes that you put in. And it came off pretty well, but you are using chemicals and it wasn't that easy. But when we got to this seam right here, apparently this sheetrock had not been treated, and when we started pulling off the wallpaper, the top layer of the sheetrock was coming off with that too. And so you can see a big difference here. And so this is like totally messed up, so it's going to be like hours. I think I'm going to have to seal this whole wall here with sealant, and then put sheetrock mud over it to even it out, and then maybe seal it again. So live and learn, but this is screwed up here. So on this side over here, you can see what I'm talking about. Here's where the sheetrock, when you try to pull it off, it's pulling off the top layer of the drywall as well. Let's see if I can get it. I can't even get under there, it's so hard. But you can see that it was okay up here at the top. This pulled off a layer of the drywall, which is like this. You'll see cardboard on the backing of the wallpaper. That's a big mess. You don't want that to happen. And then down here is where it came off properly. And this is where I started using the idea that I had to remove wallpaper easily using household products. And in the next segment of this video, I'm going to go get some materials and come back here and show you the amazing way to remove wallpaper even when it's stubbornly stuck to the wall. So here I am back, and we're going to try to get set up to remove some wallpaper here. And what I have is I don't know what it's officially called, but it's like a scoring tool, and it has these little sharp things. And so you kind of use this no matter what technique that you start with. You just kind of like go in circles. Don't press too lightly, don't press really hard, but just kind of medium pressure. Problem is that it doesn't get too closely into the corners since it's round. So here is the trick. Your ordinary paper towel. Just a regular, probably a good quality paper towel that's not going to fall apart. And I have a pan of hot water here. So what I'm going to do is just soak the paper towel in the hot water. And let it drain just a little bit. And I'm going to take the paper towel and apply it to the area that I want to remove. So starting up here, being as it's wet, it should stick pretty well. But you probably have to open it up. And just press it against the wall. And the trick here is that this is going to hold the moisture in to those holes, and it's going to seep into the holes and dissolve the glue, which is soluble by water. And try to get this as flat as you can. And the paper towel just sticks nicely to the wall. And so what I'm going to do is, you can use anything really, but I'm going to use like a rolling pin and just lightly flatten this out, which is forcing that water into those holes. And so this is getting behind the wallpaper and into those holes. And it's really easy. Believe me, if you went through the problems that we had over here, this would seem like a piece of cake to you. So what I'm going to do is just leave this here. I could actually do the whole wall right here. And I'm going to let this soak until I come in here and find that the wallpaper has, that the paper towel has almost dried. And when I don't want to get it totally dry, but it needs to be moist still. And I'm not sure how long that would take. It's probably going to be about 30 minutes. I'm going to come in here, peel that off, and we'll see how hard it is to get off the wallpaper. See you then. Hi, we're back again, and it's been about 30 minutes since I put the paper towels up. I added one more paper towel just to cover a little bit bigger area. And so I'm going to see how it worked. I'm kind of starting in an area where there's no good starting place, so I'm kind of just scraping it with my fingernail. Oh. And unlike the other areas, which cause such a big problem on the other side, you can tell that only the wallpaper is coming off here. And that is absolutely perfect. Just look at this. Just go slow. And the wet paper towel did the trick, especially with using the roller pin to push the water and the moisture inside the holes. And so the wallpaper is coming off. Now this was an area that, like on the other side, where it was actually pulling the top layer of the sheetrock off with it. And so there's just a little bit coming off, and right there. But the part where it got, where the paper towel was, it's coming off just fine. You can feel the stickiness where the glue was. And so this is absolutely great, because I'm not going to have to repair this. So there you go. I hope that helps. Just using household products, you don't have to go out and buy the expensive that stuff to spray into it with the chemicals. Even if you have a really tough situation like I had, where the top of the sheetrock was coming off, if you just use this trick, scoring it using a wet paper towel, keeping the wet paper towel moist, and then peeling it off, it will save you hours and hours of time. See you later.